It's Thursday night, and today was a mechanical day for me. I got to get out and pull out 75 wrenches and sockets today. I don't miss it. I don't do a lot of it anymore. I do like working on cars, of course, but my God, totally wrecked my back today. I don't know what tomorrow's gonna look like. It's not pleasant. A bunch of work on the X5, bunch of work on the 528, that Arctic Silver 97. So we got the bumpers back from the paint shop, had to retrim, reassemble all the hardware, the ductwork, the trims, the lights, the gaskets, the clips, the bumper carriers. Both bumpers are installed on the car, but we're replacing all the impact strips front and rear. And his has, I think that's called the Chrome Line package, that adds the little chrome strip on top of the pre-facelift black impact strips. And the middle one for the rear bumper was damaged out of the box. So we've had to order another one, which is due tomorrow, but everything else in regards to the bumpers is done, which is good. Put a door sill on that thing today. It's the alarm that's kicking our ass. We can't figure out why. You lock the car, and if it's locked for more than about 10 seconds, you hit unlock and the alarm immediately goes off. We're not getting any codes. We've already changed the general module today. I changed the tilt sensor, which who knew? It's different in 97. Tilt sensor is different. The siren module is the same. The interior ultrasonic module motion detector is different and looks different. It doesn't have like the little vents in the front and back. It's just a square with a cutout in it, which I will admit for years I thought was a delete panel for cars that didn't have that, but BMW knew it was coming, so they just put that there. Nope, it's a different type of module. You can't buy the stuff new anymore. The wiring harnesses are different. They're the big fat round pins instead of the tiny little micro pins. Now BMW made adapter harnesses, but they're all in Germany, so it's 3.5 weeks out, which is super frustrating, but we're doing what we can. So we've got the GM new used module coded and programmed for his car. That didn't make a difference. Tilt sensor didn't make a difference. Siren module comes tomorrow. I don't know if that's going to make a difference. The next thing in that circuit is the interior motion sensor or ultrasonic sensor. Past that, I'm going to have to sublet it. I don't know. I mean, that's as much as I know about the 39 alarm system. The hood switch, yes, is disconnected. That's out of the circuit. So it's certainly not that. But what a freaking nightmare to figure that out. Then the X5. We decided to change the pads and rotors. That turned into control arms. That turned into the other control arms, the straight and the curved arms. Then that turned into the axle shafts, which is turned into the bearing, which is turned into the hub, which is turned into the tie rod. So we've got the entire wheel carrier off that car right now. We're just looking at the freaking fender liner in there. The rest of the parts are coming tomorrow. Pain in the ass. Very different than the E39 and E38 and E46 and the different cars that we service in there, but more or less straightforward. You look at it, you see the same geometry. It's just like different parts and everything's bigger and heavier. And you know, it's kind of like a truck. It's like a big frame with a massive subframe in it, and bolts that are 16 on an E39 are a 22 millimeter on the E53. So that's nice that it's heavy duty, but man, the M54 is not enough power for that car. I'm not sure why. I guess the expectation was different in 2000. You didn't expect an SUV to be quick in any sense, but this thing, and maybe it needs some engine service. I'm sure it needs some engine service, but driving it down here, if you set cruise at 80 miles an hour, it's an automatic, so fifth gear torque converter. You start to go up at 2% grade, it downshifts to fourth gear, you're at 4,500 RPM and it just holds there. The M54 does not make nearly enough power and torque to sustain speed in that thing, even at 3,000 RPM. It's gotta be at 4,500. Maybe we'll put a supercharger kit on it. We're not putting a supercharger kit, that'd be insane. In fact, I actually Googled it for fun and no one makes one for the X5. You can buy them for the E46 and the 330 and the ZHP, and like the Z4 had an M54 and the E60, some of the early E60s I think used that motor. But no one's made one for an X5 because that's stupid. And I'll venture a guess, the M62 powered X5s probably got better fuel economy. Yeah, the V8 isn't as efficient as the inline six, but the inline six is so stressed and overstressed driving that car, moving that car around, that the M62 would just putter around at 2,000 RPM and make loads of torque and not have to work very hard. So if you didn't drive the car hard, I bet the M54 gets worse mileage than the M62. Anyway, some fish sticks, a little bit of Seinfeld, and I need to go rest my back and get some sleep before Friday. We've got a billion things going on as usual. Try to clue you in a little more tomorrow.